name is DonYe Taylor, a creative philosopher, a creative consultant, the CEO and founder of Nuclei, a public speaker, and I'm a digital creator. I'm going to be teaching you how to differentiate yourself from others within your industry, how to elevate the way that you show up online, and how to integrate your passions into your personal brand. Level 2 is a theory based on the belief that in order to shift the paradigm and create new trends, create new perspectives, your mind has to operate at a certain frequency. Level 2 is also a lifestyle that's directly correlated to your way of thinking, and it's also an adjective that I use to describe anything that's really unique or outside the box. So how do you unlock level 2? It's 5 steps. The first step, a lot of people start their creative process with mood boarding. I don't like that because you're taking in a lot of different inspiration from outside forces, but I believe that your inspiration should start inside. This is my first ever digital product that I launched using my creative process of level 2. This is an ebook to get creatives to break up with their creative anxiety. And I'm going to show you how I did that. First step, passionate inspiration. Around January, I noticed there were so many people that were scared to post on the internet. That really inspired me. I'm also really passionate about motivating people to seek happiness and freedom by expressing themselves creatively. And if social media is a block to do that, then I need to figure out how I can create something in order for people to get through that block. Second step is education and research. I came across this thing called anxious attachment styles, and it's the way that people have relationships with other people. I took that information, and I think this could be the theme for my entire ebook. February, anxious attachment styles, relationships. I'll just drop this February 14th, a day where everybody's talking about their relationships, but I'm going to do it with my own spin. The third step is enlightenment and illumination, which is all of the 3 steps combined to create this light bulb moment. I took my passion, which is motivating people to find happiness and freedom through creativity, combined it with my inspiration, added it onto my research, and then the light bulb went off. I'm gonna just make a digital guide that teaches people how to break up with their creative anxiety. The fourth step is planting and cultivation. So this phase is creating an environment for your idea to thrive. The water was how I can create a marketing rollout that gets people to notice that they have creative anxiety and provide information that lets them know how they can overcome it. The flower on the right is the final product, the ebook or the digital guide. So strategic execution. How do you want to execute on this idea, and how can it be turned up a notch? I need to make sure that it's elevated and it's different. I created my own attachment styles based on the relationships that I think people had with their creativity. The first one is comparison attachment. Comparing yourself to other people that are within your industry that you think are better than you because they have better metrics. The other attachment style is perfection attachment. There's no such thing as perfection. Social media is supposed to be a tool for you to express yourself creatively. You're supposed to show your journey, your process, and everything. This is a screenshot of how this post performed. This generated 281 comments. Pay attention to the comments. Whatever it is that you're doing as a creator, you need to make sure that your creativity is valuable to somebody on the other end. It can't just look cool. It has to do something. It has to either save somebody time, make somebody feel seen, or add value to somebody's life. So as you're creating, think about how your art can serve one of those 3 purposes or all 3. Strategic execution. I could have just created an ebook cover that just had the title, How to Break Up with Your Anxiety, but that would have been level 1. Why don't I just make my cover look like an album cover? Because why not? So to the left, this is the cover. I'm cutting through the noise. Everybody's talking about relationships with their significant other. People got relationships with their creative anxiety, and I'm going to teach y'all how to break up with that. This is what I generated in 30 days after launching. Again, at this time, I only had 45,000 followers. But I want you guys to pay attention to direct and external email. People either went directly to my website or they went for my newsletter. If you are a creator, you need to have a community that exists outside of social media. You do not want to be in a position where Instagram shuts down and you cannot reach your audience. The reason why I was able to get 829 comments is because I used a third-party software called ManyChat, ManyChat. This ManyChat software can DM people for you. It can comment back, whatever it is that you want it to do. I set up a trigger. If you comment a rose, I will DM you the link to purchase my ebook. I did the carousel of the attachment styles. That got 1,052 sends. That means that somebody sent it to somebody that probably wasn't already following me. When you guys are promoting your creativity, think about how your creativity and your art can be shareable. If it's not shareable, you're going to just keep marketing to the same exact audience. So I want you guys to stop thinking about aesthetics just alone and think about how your creativity can be valuable and make people feel seen. Does anybody have any questions?
How you deal with staying motivated when you enter some type of block, or what you're working on feels tired. How do you get through that block?
It's really hard sometimes because when you want to be a great creative, you're thinking, how can I do something new? It's really hard to do something new if you're around everything that's old. So I extract myself every couple of months. I try to just stay by myself, get off the internet. The real inspiration is offline. You just use the internet to show what it is that you're inspired by. Should you focus on one platform or should you have a voice on all? I focus a lot on Instagram, and if I got time, I'll do other platforms. And that's also why I said having a digital community is so important, because when I write on my newsletter, I'm not thinking about likes, the algorithm, because it doesn't exist. It only exists on social media, and I think social media has made us forget that there's a whole nother side of the internet that you can tap into. Look at yourself as a brand and know that your audience will follow you wherever you want to go. Thank you guys so much. My Instagram is DonYe Taylor. You guys can find me online at DonYe Taylor. It was so nice talking to you guys. I hope I inspired you to go home, create a digital community, and think about how you can unlock level 2. Thank you.